Dear friends, we are going to do a combo key. There are two chapters for you in this one video. First one is on Mother's Day and second one is the Conceited Python. Let's see the answer keys. First one is on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day, this is a poem. So let's see a little more of the poem. Point number one, the lines that suggest that someone else other than the children gets up earlier than them are: on Mother's Day we got up first, so full of plans we almost burst. The person who gets up first is a mother. Answer number two, part A, the surprises that the children have planned for Mother's Day are to prepare breakfast for their mother and to give her flowers and gifts. Part B, among the surprises, I find preparing breakfast the most touching. Answer number three, part A, the coffee turned black probably because they didn't add milk to it. Part B of the answer three, the mother liked the coffee as it was prepared by her children. Strengths to give options. Number four, the toast got burned while they were singing a song for their mother. Number five, mother felt very happy when the children gave her this surprise. She must have been touched. Now, point number six, the words that show happiness are, and she was smiling to her cars. The words that show excitement are, so full of plans we almost burst. The words that show affection are, and then we sang a serenade. Number seven, two pairs of rhyming words from the poem are first burst and cheers, dears. Point number 8, I think they celebrate Father's Day with the same love and enthusiasm. Point number 9, part A, list of surprises for mother on Mother's Day would be preparing morning tea, then cleaning up the whole house and even decorating the house with fragrant flowers. Part B, a list of surprises for father on Father's Day would be ironing his clothes, polishing his shoes, gifting him something which I have made. Part C, list of surprises for grandparents on Grandparents' Day would be preparing a dish they like or singing a song for them or taking them for an outing. Okay, that's all for the poem on Mother's Day. Okay, now let's see another chapter. That is chapter number 10, the conceited python. There is oral activity. Yes, I think the python had become conceited even when the python got caught in the cage. It was looking at its reflection in the mirror. It didn't even notice the boy. Student to continue the discussion. Next exercise, multiple choice questions. Number one, answer is part C, Tutu the monkey. Number two, a part A, tub. Number three, part D, window. Next exercise, read and answer. Number one, grandfather bought the python from a snake charmer for only 4 rupees. Number two, grandfather brought the python, slinging it over his shoulder. When he arrived home, Tutu, the monkey, saw it first, who fled into the house, squealing with fright. Listening to the noise, grandmother came out, and she nearly fainted on seeing the python curl round grandfather's throat. Number three, part A, when grandfather entered the bathroom to take away the python, he couldn't find it there as it had escaped. Part B, when the author's family found that the python had escaped, they searched it in the house, the kitchen, the garden, the stable, and the poultry shed. Number four, part A, grandfather prepared a large cage, a trap with a mirror at the end. In the cage, he kept a juicy chicken and other tasty things. The opening of the cage had a trap door. Part B, the two things used by the grandfather to lure the python into the cage were a mirror and some food like a juicy chicken. Next exercise, think and answer. Number one, grandfather placed the python in the tub as grandmother told him to lock it in the bathroom till he finds the snake charmer who would take it away. Number two, well, I can't let it loose in the garden. It might find its way into the poultry house, and then where would we be? These words spoken by grandfather tell us that he too was worried about the python's presence in the house. Number 3, grandmother said these words because grandfather couldn't find the python in the bathroom and said that it must have escaped to the garden and would go away from the house. Number 4, grandfather said this because he had seen the python looking at the mirror many times. Even the boy, author, had seen it looking at its own reflection, fully engaged in it. The mirror was even used by grandfather to capture the python, thus, grandfather called it love. Number 5, Part A, grandfather said these words to grandmother and others. Part B, the weakness of gazing at his own reflection in the mirror is being spoken here. Part C, he prepared a large cage with a mirror at one end. In the cage, he left a juicy chicken and several other tasty things. One day, the python entered the cage, ate up everything, and sat curled in front of the mirror. The trap door was lowered gently, and the python was caught. Number 6, Part A, the author said to grandfather. Part B, it refers to the python. Part C, the speaker said this because when grandfather went to the garden, the python had gone from the guava tree. So the speaker said that Aunt Mabel's loud scream had frightened it away. Number 7, we should take care of our pets with love and gentleness. They are our responsibility once we bring them home. First of all, we should make a comfortable bed for the pet. It should be soft. We should also take our pet out in the garden or park for exercise. If our pet is if our pet is sick, we must take it to the vet. A pet also has to be trained. If it has to live in the house, a pet has to be brought up with love, care, and discipline. Next exercise, time for discussion. Number 1, yes, the title really suits the story. It shows how the python becomes vain and starts liking its own reflection in the mirror. The snake does not even get disturbed by the author, who comes to see it inside the cage. It's purely a conceited python. Number 2, yes, I do think that snakes can never make good pets. They differ a lot from humans. They have a different nature. If angry, they can even bite humans. Even a snake charmer who keeps snakes to earn money keeps them away from his house in baskets but never lets them loose to wander around in the house. Also, that the snakes are shy by nature, they like to stay hidden. So, if one keeps them as pets, they are always found creeping and crawling underneath something which may frighten people. Number 3, if my grandmother brings a python home, I would be frightened and would probably take a year or so to become friends with it. Till then, I would stay miles away and keep distance with it. But honestly, I don't think I would be able to tolerate it even for a day because it would keep moving all over the place all the time. I would not be able to sleep. Students to discuss and speak their views confidently. Next exercise, word 1. Part A, number 2, elegant, number 3, skinny, number 4, tumult, number 5, noisy. Part B, number 2, technology, number 3, law, number 4, arts, number 5, biology, number 6, literature, number 7, medicine. Next exercise, word quiz. Answer is part D, confident. Okay, if you want to get more answers, please subscribe my channel, like and share. Goodbye.